there goes the little white fluffy thing. Just leave it. It's junk. It'll never work.
Okay, so if anybody can hear us, let us know.
The mic is on me too, so you might not be able to hear Emery as well. If we're live and you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up or put something in the comment. Yeah, we're live. It's Saturday, January 19th. It's Sunday, the 20th, isn't it? 21st. It's any given Sunday on January, and we got Oliver. This is his 3-year-old year, so I'm going to stop referring to him as my 2-year-old Clydesdale and refer to him as my 3-year-old Clydesdale because, yeah, well, in horse showing, I guess most of the time they count it as the January 1st as their new year. He'll be officially 3 in just a couple months.
They said they can hear you.
Okay, cool. Now can you hear Emery? Say something, Emery.
Guys, can you hear me?
Okay. Now, I had a little feathery thing that was supposed to cover the mic. Let me go pick it up. And it fell off, unfortunately. Stupidest design you ever seen. Okay, great. I like doing all the talking. I'm center of attention that way. If the wind gets really bad, I'll try to put this thing back on the mic. But for now, I'm just going to leave it off. You guys tell me.
Yeah, they said lots of points.
Oh, bummer. Okay, when we're weighing him, and he's tied up in this stall of the scale room, we'll try to put it back on. How many people are we showing live so far?
160 so far.
Oh, great.
Well, you have to say what I say. They can't hear me.
Yeah, 160 people so far, so that's great. Oliver's looking really good in the sun. My wish for this new year weigh-in, we haven't weighed him in quite a while. The last time we weighed him was 1326, I think, pounds, 1,326 pounds, wasn't it, Em? Something about there? Yeah. So I'm hoping, since we've done all that work and he's really gained some muscle and been pulling a lot, that he is going to break 1,400 pounds. But it got so expensive feeding him all that equine junior and omeline and stuff like that, that we have quit feeding him grain, and I just went to a pure alfalfa hay. And so I don't know how that has slowed his growth down or if it hasn't at all, because alfalfa is good stuff and he looks great. So let's see. Hopefully he's over 1,400. We'll go back through and see who got the closest guess in the previous posts and videos. There was some people said 2,000. Boy, they were optimistic. He ain't gonna weigh 2,000. Oh, wow. Yeah, you'll have to comment whether or not this mic is better than it was before with the phone just picking up. We don't know. It's our first time trying it, and we're not tech people.
We were hoping it would cut down on the wind.
Yeah. So we're real excited about this weight because this year will be his last year of substantial growth. Like, they'll grow a lot more after in his 4-year-old year, but he's gonna reach 95% this year, I would think, of his finished size, which will be interesting to see how much he gains from this year till January of next year. So I want everybody to make predictions on that too once we get there. You know, how much you'll gain this year. Come on, buddy. Okay, we're going on in.
The mic's kind of muffled. Someone's saying the mic is not, most people are saying it's not great.
Not great, huh?
Not great, so we might have to turn it off.
Okay, well, it's not a bad time to try it. We got to try it sooner or later. Walk up, bud. Walk up.
Come on, buddy.
Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Come on, Oliver. Oh, what a good boy you are. Here you go. Walk on here. You are a good boy. I don't know any other gooder boys than you. Okay, let me tie you up. Stand there. Get in the middle more. Walk up. Walk up. There. There. Okay, I had it preset to 1,400 to see if it would balance or not. And here we go. Emery, this is the scale over here. Bad news. He ain't 1,400 yet.
Yeah. Just to annoy JR.
What?
Somebody said, just to annoy JR. I was wondering if he's going to be a little bit less than he was. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. You're okay.
Yeah, he is just a little bit less.
Yeah.
1,300 and about 5 or 10. He looks so full and stuff, but I guess the winter.
That little taller.
Yeah, he's.
So.
All that work has probably worked the chub off of him.
Yeah.
But he looks chubby. Buddy.
So how much was he?
Just over, say 1,305 pounds.
1,305 pounds.
I need, and I'll check the calibration on this scale again later because I didn't calibrate it today. What I normally do is get on my bathroom scale, get a weight for me, and then come down here and make sure this is weighing me the exact same. Okay.
Did you bring a measuring tape?
No, I think there might be one in Mom's tack room. Too windy? It's crazy that it's windy because it's inside my coat. You know? Oh, back up, bud. Back up.
So, since the last time we weighed him, we actually measured him and he got a little taller though too.
Yeah. Yeah, the last time I weighed him, he was 16.2, wasn't he? Or measured him, I mean?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
16 hands, 2 inches. So for those of you that don't know, hands are how you measure horses, and a hand is 4 inches. So other than that, you'll have to go to Google to do the conversions to whatever measurement system you're on.
A couple people have asked, how old is he again now?
So his birthday is in April, and he will be 3 in April. So 2024 is his 3-year-old year, is the way I say it. Walk, scoot over. Right there, bud. Right there. Okay, I'm going to try to put this thing back on one more time and see if it helps. Very dumb design. Very dumb. Show the camera that these 2 little prongs are supposed to just set.
People are saying they're guessing 16 hands, but last time we measured him,
Yeah, last time he was over 16 hands. Okay. If I didn't hit any off buttons.
where you're at too.
So we're down at my mother's tack up area and barn because that's where the scale's at. But you can see our place. Show him our place in right from while I look for a tape measure. Nope, I don't see one right now. But like I said last time, we measured him. We have measured him lately, and he was 16.2 at the withers. Okay, so we're going to tack him up now and take you guys for a little ride. So one of you guys with a timer or a wristwatch on, especially one of our trusted viewers that watches all the time, time me and see how long it takes me to tack him up now. And this will be my first time tacking him up in a strange location. So, oh bud. Yeah. What an awful day to do it live. Oh well. That's life on a farm.
Quite a few people are
1326. He has lost weight. But like I said, we quit feeding him that Equine Junior because he was out with all them babies. And, you know, I didn't want him fighting over food, and it just got so expensive. And I had to go buy more hay. Ended up buying a real expensive alfalfa hay. So I'm just... Yeah, especially every time. Yeah, not like we were. And when we are, it's just a regular 12% sweet feed right now. But I mean, he is by no means poor, everybody. He's in the perfect, like they talk about body scores. He's in the perfect body score right now. He has a little bit of excess chub and weight where he can grow. He's warm. You couldn't feel a rib if you had to on him. I mean, he's chubby. Where you at? Oh, there you are. Yeah. Oh, stand, bud. I'm sorry. I tickling you? Okay, I trust somebody's got the timer started. Who, bud? Stand there. No. I'm tangled. Stand. Oh, Champ's his best friend. They get.
They can't hear me say that. So you have to say.
Champ is his best friend. Somebody asked if Champ was his friend, and I'd say yeah. And you know, I think he gets along better with Champ than his previous buddy because they don't pick on each other. He used to get bullied. Yeah. Yeah, Champ's more your speed, ain't he? Man, Champ is becoming such a beautiful horse, too. I was watching him move this morning, just walking in the pasture. I cannot wait for him to grow. About next September, everybody, I'll be starting him under saddle because he'll be coming 3-year-old at that point. I like to start my horses as young as they are physically ready for. So, because the younger you start them, the easier it is on their mentality. Now, that's a very controversial statement because everybody will start posting that diagram of a horse's growth rate where their plates close at certain ages that we've all seen a million times. Well, that diagram is true, but it doesn't say that it'll hurt them to be worked a little bit before that growth plate closes. In fact, I have seen studies. There was a study done in England, or Europe, I should say, it was all Europe, back when the animal rights activists really got a lot of power, and they closed down the fox hunting. Right about that same time, they did a study on race horses to make it illegal the motivation of the study was to make it illegal to race 2-year-old race horses and to make them wait till they were 3. So the long-term study they did on that to prove that that needed to be a law ended up showing that there was a lower mortality rate of horses raced at 2 years old. And the science behind that, the reason behind that was because their bone density and ligaments and stuff ended up being higher than ones that were started at further along in maturity. The reason for that is, just think of the astronauts in the space station. They lose bone density from not being put under a load. Well, think about that when you're working out as you're growing. You know, any country people know that men used to be built different than they are now. I mean, strong, powerful people, because they worked as kids. They didn't sit on a phone. And they, you know, everything in moderation. But if you're going to be a professional athlete or baseball player as an adult, you start at T-ball. You don't start when your muscles are fully developed.
Ernie sent a little donation, so maybe we can get Ernie.
Okay, Ernie just sent a donation through through the YouTube link or the YouTube super chat or whatever it's called. And I want to say a special thank you to him because he's always supporting us. Matter of fact, we're using the gimbal that he... Different Ernie?
Yeah.
Different Ernie? Ernie's always supporting us.
Well, I can't tell from the profile picture.
Regardless, it might not be the guy that we're using the gimbal from, but we have some really good supporters, and I recognize Ernie's name as one of the ones that's always there for us. So thank you. And more than the donation, Same Ernie. Like I said, thank you for interrupting him. I know what I'm talking about. More than the donation, what I was trying to say is the algorithm is so strange nowadays, and trying to make the YouTube channel a success is so much work. Well, those little super thanks or super chats or whatever it's called, donations, YouTube takes a big percentage of that, or not a big, but a small percentage of that. So if YouTube's making money and they see that people are caring enough to do stuff like that for us, they say, oh, this is a channel that we need to get behind and push in the algorithm to more people. So it's not just the support that makes us feel good because we know people care, but the comments, the likes, the subscriptions, the sharing, the super thanks, that all is supporting us actually building the channel. So big thank you for that. Okay.
There's a lot of people asking how cold it is here because it looks freezing.
It's colder than the well diggers. Oh, never mind. It's very cold right now. 15 degrees.
I bet it's like
How cold is it, Oliver? I'm not cold.
Something's wrong with the sound. I don't know.
Oh, well. Sound isn't important, right? Yeah, right. Okay, now the bridle. Okay, yeah,
I don't know if I can fix it or if I will destroy the video.
Okay, everybody, comment right now. Can you hear me? Now, do you think it will be better without this mic? And we'll try it without the mic.
Okay, but comments don't come through that fast, so we have to wait a few minutes.
Okay. Back up, little boy. I might have turned the mic off when I just tried to put the fuzzy thing back on for the third time. Ooh.
Well, people are saying yes, just fine. I like the mic.
Okay, let's just leave it.
Something's wrong. I can hear you fine. I can hear you. Yes. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, I got it.
About 80%, so it's okay.
Well, yeah, let's just stick with it.
Tell them if they can't hear us, just keep them watch all over.
Yeah. Okay, if you can't, we decided we're going to stick with the mic. So if you can't hear us, just self-narrate.
Lori says she's talking to you, and your talking is cutting into the hardest time.
Well, thank you, Lori. Thank you.
Okay, speed it up.
Okay, well, guess what, Lori? Time. I'm done. Hit the time. How long was that, Lori? What did she say, Em? Lori said, shut up and work. So guys, we're going to go back and see the sheep and see Bear and feed him for the day with Oliver. That's what we're doing. She say yet, Em, how long it took me?
She did, and then the comment just didn't fast, and I didn't go through it.
Okay, Lori, comment again because Em.
Said 9 minutes.
9 minutes. Well, not too shabby.
I thought Liz said 9 minutes.
Who? 8 minutes 43 seconds. That's the shortest amount I got. So let's go with that. Makes me look good. Okay. Well.
8:43.
Yep. 8 minutes 43 seconds. That's the consensus. Easy, Oliver. Walk up. Who? Get over. Who? There. No. Get over. There. He's not in his normal spot. It's hard on him. Now, whoa. Back up. Okay, there. Ho. 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 Em, I'm going to need your help. Now stand. Come in front of him and hold him there when I... Right there, bud. Now stand. Okay, just put your hand on his halter there. It's hard for him right here. New spot. Okay, hold, bud. Stand. Stand now. Oh. Working as fast as I can, Oliver. You be a good boy. Here, I'll give you a treat. That'll make you stand like a good boy. That's a good boy. Okay. Oops, that was supposed to go through there, but we'll just do it this way. Okay, let me go check the other side one more time, Oliver. That's good. That's good. You think what, hon?
Well, some people are saying the wind's worse, but your mic thing's off.
The fuzzy thing fell off the mic again, people, so yeah, it just won't stay on at all, so we're just not going to try. Oh. All right, Em, climb on.
Can you climb on now?
Yeah, ho. Come, stand. Stand. Oh. Come from the back. Stand there, bud. Just grab that. Yeah, come right through the middle. That's.
It's too bad.
Oh, there's a good view for y'all.
If everybody can hear me
Hey,
now,
walk.
I don't have a mic, so you can't hear me.
Oh, goodness gracious. Easy. Easy. He's fired up. You know, windy days and easy walk. Windy days and 2-year-old or 3-year-old stallions make for good conditions to. Got to have one well broke to trust him like this without a warm up.
Don't say that.
Well, I trust him. He's got a lot of go right now, which is nice.
Some people say he's not chubby, you're wrong. They said that earlier.
Oh, people are saying he's not chubby. Well, people that are saying he's not chubby, you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you don't want a horse to be too chubby either.
Yeah, he's in the perfect body condition if you were judging him as far as health. He's got nice round hips. He's got a divot. Look at where that D-ring on the bridging strap up top is sitting. It's below each side of his hip, left and right hip. You know he's got a crease on his butt like that. He's looking great. That's a good way of judging a horse's health. When they start losing, their hip points start coming out, or you can start seeing a rib, and you can't see any of that on him. So I would would I like for him to be fat? Yes. But am I concerned about his weight? Absolutely not. He looks great.
Ernie says he can hear me. That's weird. I didn't think he'd be able to hear me at all. It's so bouncy, I can't read the comments right now.
Yeah, the bouncing is making it hard to read the comments, but I'm going to let him trot out anyway for a little bit to get him calm.
this is JR's parents' property.
Yeah, this is
her field where JR's mom keeps her horses.
so easy, bud, easy. Every time, there's not much suspension on this cart, so every time a wheel hits a big rock or a root, it sends us for a pretty good bounce.
Somebody said time for him to do a warm-up walk, but he doesn't want to stop.
Yeah,
We're not making him.
this is a warm-up trot because he's got a lot of energy today, which is nice. He's usually such a deadhead.
How is his baby coming along?
Oh, Soix someone just asked how his baby's doing, and Soix is starting to show pretty good. She's in good shape.
He's got a long ways to go, though.
Yeah, that's not until next October, right?
September.
September, when it's due, that's good.
Yeah, so she'll have all the nice summer grass.
Yeah.
She's growing her baby.
Yeah, so that's some content that people have to look forward to. Some more content I wanted to mention is for those of you that aren't strictly horse people that like to see projects and work, I'm going to be working on all of his horse-drawn equipment, such as the brush hog, the manure spreader, and I have been trading like a used car salesman all the junk around here that I don't have or don't use for old hay equipment. So I've got a rake, a square baler. I'm looking real hard for a hay bine if anybody has one they aren't using. A round baler I got traded for. Woo, bud, woo. Yeah, I might have the horses pinned up so you can leave this gate open.
Okay. Oh, I'll carry this. Good job, man.
Good boy, bud. The sheep were right in this field when I looked earlier. Oh, I see him in the back there. Stan. He knows that gate's open. He should walk. So, okay, walk, bud. What a good boy you are. Whoa, bud. Whoa. Stan. Okay, hop back on. You really need to learn to get on from the back. It's way easier and it's safer.
Well, I got her arm.
You can grab me, you can grab the seat, you can grab the front rail, anything. Walk. So, I'll probably end up haying a little bit back here if my mom wants some hay with the equipment and splitting it with her. Especially now that I got a round baler. He don't want to walk, he wants to trot. I've been finding a lot of deer antlers back here. Deer, if you don't know, the white-tailed deer that we have in our area, I'm going to make him walk just so that they can hear better. Can you carry that bucket instead of letting it bounce by any chance? Or put it on the ground between your feet. Walk, bud.
Woo, it's cold.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying was the white-tailed deer in this area, or not in this area, all white-tailed deer, but that's what the type of deer we have in this area. They shed their antlers every year and grow new antlers. And that's based on the testosterone amount in their blood. So their testosterone levels fall quite a bit this time of winter, just so, so they can survive and put weight back on after the rut. And the rut is, the breeding season. So that's over. And now their antlers are falling off. And I think I found 2 in this field already. That's pretty neat. You'll have to watch my dad's channel, Rosa String Works, to be able to see that, because he picked them up. We gave him the puppy out of Piney's litter. That's kind of why we bred her, was to give Dad a pup, because he wanted to train the dog to find deer antlers, sheds they call it, shed hunting. And a poodle Labrador cross would be about the best dog for that. They got hunting instincts, good noses, and good retrieval instincts. So
we got to say thank you to Betsy.
Betsy?
Super, yeah.
Super thanks on Betsy. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So hopefully YouTube recognizes all the support we're getting today and helps push our channel, because the channel has actually backslid quite a bit. So
Michelle or Michael, I can't see it.
Yeah.
Michael or Michelle, I couldn't see it.
Michael or Michelle just did it, sent a super thanks also. So anyway, what I was saying was the channel, I was hoping when we hit 100,000 we'd get like 100,000 subscriber bump or push, and it's actually been just the opposite. January hit in 2024, I don't know if they changed some algorithm rules or what. It's always evolving, but this is our lowest month since last March.
Yep, but it'll come back.
Yeah, it'll come back.
It's gotta keep.
Yeah, we just need to get in the right frame of spirit and pray about it, so that so that I'm living my best life, and then you guys will be more interested. Life is a struggle, and everything that you do reflects how you're living and how you're feeling. So
A few people have asked how Olivia's doing with the lice.
oh well, yeah, that's clearing up. I noticed this morning Olivia's lice is clearing up. When I was feeding this morning, the little spots that were skin and flaky before are now dark, meaning the fur is growing back in. And as the fur will grow back in, it'll be darker than the fur around it because it's short. So the treatment's worked, and she was not shivering this morning early when I fed her. So she's doing great, looking fluffy. Looking forward to working with her. I was talking about content a minute ago too. The content that we're going to be sharing.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting here.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting year. So the babies last year were some of our biggest content that keeps growing. Go back and watch all our foaling videos. We did a really great job catching the mares all foaling. And I'm going to lean in a little harder this year on how I think things should be done. The largest comment we got was to leave foals alone when they're first born and for the first few months. And that's a trend in the horse world. Now, the trend in the 90s was imprinting. There was books and papers out on imprinting and how to play with your foal for the first few days to make it gentle forever. And that was what was responsible horse owners did. Now they're saying responsible horse owners just let them be a horse. And I'm lean more towards the imprinting and to handle them than I lean towards leaving them completely alone. Maybe a little bit of a mix. But we're caretakers and stewards of these animals. We've got to be able to handle them if something goes wrong. Yeah. And when you go to wean them, if they don't have you as their second love, that's way more stressful on them, and you can't work with them. And foals hurt themselves, as we saw with Lakota this year. And having him already halter broke and ready to be messed with was a huge benefit.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, they don't know about that yet. Yeah. I'm going to tell them about it here in an upcoming video. But you also have to be careful, just like with trends that are set. Yeah. Maybe even not by people as a good thing, but more as social media. And you got to know what the truth is for yourself instead of just always going off of, what the trend is out there.
Yeah. So.
Oh, is that a Pyrenees? Somebody said.
Yeah. So somebody just asked if that's a Pyrenees. That is Bear, our livestock guardian dog, which means I know our sheep are back here.
They're hiding.
Well, they're probably in this next field. I introduced them to this next field yesterday because they had never found it on their own.
So how old is Bear, Dara?
Bear is just about a year old. Not quite. About 10 months probably. And he lives back here with these sheep, and he's a great livestock guardian.
He's a good boy.
Matter of fact, Em, will you pour his dog? Here, I'll stop. Whoa. Don't shake it either. Just hop off and pour it for him, or them sheep will hear and they'll come. Just.
Oh, it's real hard. I got my hands full. Okay, buddy.
Stay in there, bud. Ho. 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 Now, be good. Stand. little hiccup there with him. I didn't do that the smoothest I could have. We're going to get off and show you the sheep, and I'll try to use this to tie him up with. I should have brought a rope. I almost always bring a rope. I forgot this time.
Some people are saying the pictures fading in and out explain it's just where we live. So
oh yeah, it's probably the signal back here. Well, we can just stay right here and I'll call the sheep up here. They should be close.
Yeah, they're all losing us. I kind of figured.
Yeah, I don't know where the sheep are. I seen them a minute ago. They were in that front field and then they came back this way.
We might just have to head back and
walk up on that hill a little bit and look that way and see if you can see them.
Tell them what I'm doing.
Okay, she's walking up to a higher spot to the right, so she can look over my head to see if the sheep are in this backfield. It doesn't hurt for them not to be right here right now anyway, because it gives Bear a second to eat. If they're around, he will get whipped off the food and they eat his food. And I know they're right here because he heard us coming and came to us to get his food, because otherwise he doesn't leave them. Come on, sheep! Come on, sheep! Sheep, 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 sheep! And if it weren't for the signal loss, I would just go ahead and drive Oliver back across this creek crossing here and we'd keep going. But I don't think that's going to work today. Oh. Oh. I seen him an hour. I seen him an hour ago. Stand. Boy, you're gonna have to learn to stand better than that, bud. He's had a week off and he's starting to behave poorly. Okay, walk. Walk. Let's go pick Emery up. No, Bear wouldn't have left him by that far.
He was up that way.
No, I watched him as we were coming. He was right about here.
That's weird.
So they're behind us, I guarantee it, because he would.
We can go back there and just see.
We'll lose signal. He'll only leave them by about 200 yards. So and he'll only do that when he's coming to me to get fed. So they're right behind.
Ask them if they would like us to go back there and maybe lose signal, or not.
Well.
Or should we just do the sheep another day?
I don't know what to do. It's the right thing. Come on, sheep! Come on! Come on, sheep! Sheep, 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 sheep!
Yeah, some people are saying they have to go. The reception's bad, so we may.
Okay.
So we'll bring you guys sheep up another day or something.
Yeah, we're gonna head back towards where the reception's better.
Sorry about that.
Didn't think about that, or we wouldn't come back here on the live. This is a spring-fed pond, which makes me nervous that the sheep will get out on it and fall through. Where the spring comes out. I smell sheep right here, don't you?
I think
Come on, sheep! I bet they're up there. Hate to try to go up that though, and it'd be too hard for him. Yeah, we won't go up there. We try to keep him off of major steep hills because he's young, and just let him pull on good smooth ground. Like, oh, there's a deer antler right there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you show it to him?
Can you see it?
Back up. Back. Back. Back.
I think I see it. That's close. That's close.
That's cool. All right, we'll let Grandpa come out and get that with the dog. It's better if they're not molested, you know, or touched, so the dog can learn to pick them up. Well, that's my third one I found.
Whoa, baby. So it seems like there's a couple people saying that signal, or that they're seeing it's not glitching in out. So it seems to be about right here that it goes out.
Yeah, I knew this is about as far as we can go back and have good signal.
Okay, so yeah, we left the deer shed there. It was on the ground. I tried to show it. Not sure if you could see it or not.
Yeah. So the reason I left that is I'll go back and tell Dad where it's at, and he'll bring the little puppy. She's only 10 weeks old, so she's a little young to be learning. And he'll set the situation up to where he's on one side of it and she's on the other, and he'll call her to him.
Maybe we should do a video on it.
Well, Dad does videos on it every day. They can go to his channel.
Okay.
The first two that I found, he did that with, and she didn't do very good yet. But he'll keep it up and be consistent. And eventually, I'm going through some plowed ground right now. I got to get over to the trail. It's really rough right there.
Yep, signal's starting to be better. Sorry about that, guys.
So anyway, he'll call her, telling her to pick it up the whole time, and she'll run across it and hopefully retrieve it to him. And then for teaching her to play fetch and playing with her, he uses a deer antler the whole time, where she learns to associate deer antlers with, you know, what she's supposed to be interested in. It'll be pretty interesting to watch Dad's progress with that. And puppies are good for my dad anyway, help his you know, emotional attachment get through his little hardened heart, make him a little boy again.
Okay, Oliver usually doesn't like to go like this very much. He's really got energy.
Yeah, he's
got a lot of energy today.
You know, I'm leaving a loose rein on him and kind of letting him pick his speed that he wants to go. He normally wants to walk, and I have to ask him to trot. But today, he's all for it, so.
Where's the bucket, Em?
I threw the bucket off because
it was being a pain.
Yeah, I'm going to have to come back and check the sheep as soon as I unhitch him, because I want to know where they're at. Excuse me. So I just threw the bucket off and said I'd get it when I come back out on the four-wheeler.
We'll have to do another live where we come out and see the sheep when they're up closer sometimes. I think there's been a few people who have asked about when you'll breed Olivia.
So what I'll do with Olivia and with Patty, because Patty's getting quite old, that if my vet that I trust tells me not to breed her, I won't breed her. But what I'll do is I'll take both of them in, and I'll have their uterus ultrasounded and have him check it out and evaluate their health. And if he gives me the green light, then what I'll do is I'll have them flushed around the 1st of April. What I mean by flushed is like a saline solution with some drugs to make sure that they are internally healthy for breeding. Then I will put Oliver and Olivia together in April, and it usually will take the first month when they start cycling in April. They don't normally breed on their first cycle because they're coming out of being shut down for the winter, and she'll probably breed in late April or early May, and where she settles. And same with Patty. If the vet clears her and she's perfectly healthy, then I will put her in with Champ and leave them and see if they end up conceiving. I'm doing a lot of extra for Patty this winter to make sure she stays young and healthy as she can physically. We've got her up here at my mom's house, getting extra feeds and supplements and making sure she stays warm because she is older. I believe a lot of people say if she's old, just let her retire and don't breed. Well, that's fine if she was yours, but to me, it keeps me motivated and interested in her, and I'd go 10 extra miles to keep her healthy so that she could try to produce. My whole goal with her whole breeding life has been to get a filly, and she's had 5 stud colts in a row. So I would stop breeding her if she had a filly this time for sure. Most likely this is the last time I even try anyway, and then she's going to live out her life here. I'm not going to sell her or send her to somebody that says they need a pasture pet, and then she ends up going to an auction at that old of age, because where she would end up. She's gonna die here on the farm. Some will argue that she might live longer if she's not bred, but horses don't think about the future, they think about the present. So people anthropomorphize or put human characteristics on a horse, and that's not how it is. If she's cycling and she's healthy, she will want to carry a foal, and that's just nature's way. If she's too old to carry a foal, nature will have her not be able to carry a foal. Mm-hmm. And also, above nature, my vet will end up having the ultimate call. Each year, the last 2 times I've bred her, I've taken her to and said, hey, she's older. Can you check her out physically, arthritis-wise, everything? And you give me the thumbs up or thumbs down. And I trust him, and he is the most by-the-book vet I've ever seen. So even though I've dealt with him for 20 years, he will make very few exceptions of doing stuff by the book. So, and he's a horse vet too. Like, he specializes in horses and is a little bit more educated than just an average vet. He's gone the extra mile with the research and projects and education here at the college here in Columbia, Missouri. So I really trust him, and I'm doing my part to make sure she's healthy enough to breed. So Lord willing, I finally get my filly. Yeah. And Champ would be the perfect cross, because he is my stallion out of Image, or will be a stallion out of Image. He's pretty young, but he's old enough to breed. He'll be 2 years old this spring. So, and then he's out of a full sister to our current best mare, Lucky, which his mother's name is Jessie. It's the perfect bloodline, perfect cross to make with her. So we'll see. I'm not gonna push it too hard, but that's some more content that'll be interesting to watch.
So those are JR's mom and sister's horses out there. Yeah. Or there's a couple missing, but most of them are out there.
Well, that little black and white pony, that's everybody. So I actually, yeah. So we'll show you. This gives you a little good insight into how much of a planner I am, and how many backup. Like my brain is never stagnant on thinking about the future and planning backup plans and side plans. When I started dating Emery, I knew she was the one, and I knew how hard it is to get a kid-safe broke pony, because ponies are never raised right. People think ponies are mean because of how they act, but really what it is horses like Oliver get a grown horse expert's 100% divided attention and consistency. Ponies are hardly ever trained with the consistency of a horse. They're just, people will get one just gentle enough to lead, and they'll set a kid on its back and lead it around and wonder why it gets bad habits. So I bred a Shetland pony to a foxtrotter stallion because I knew about maternal constraint. That's a huge topic, a huge topic on my channel. People yell at me for breeding Oliver to smaller mares. But because of the laws of maternal constraint, which are scientific fact, despite your opinions out there, the Shetland pony gave birth to Thunder, and I raised my own kid horse while I was still basically a teenager, knowing that me and Emery were going to... I was 20. Married. Yeah, I was 20. Well, we were married by the time I broke him to ride. Yeah, because Mary we
got married fast, though.
Yeah, and back then I was only 170 pounds, so I was able to put the first few rides on him and get him broke good. I got him broke to pull a cart and a wagon, and then Emery started riding him. This was back when she was still just a young spry kid, and wasn't
much smaller.
Yeah, she wasn't as afraid of animals as she is now. So she rode him a lot,
yeah,
and then
was fun to ride.
Yeah, and
Perfect size for me.
Yeah, I had him so trained that he trained all 3 of our kids to ride, and they rode him a lot. Not just like a little bit around here, but we took him on national trail rides with cliffs and river crossings. And I remember one time we went to a national trail ride down there on the Glade Top Trail, and they called it the Waterfall Trail Ride. And there was 35 adults, and then Becca. She was 7.
Aww.
And
we're going up to the house. Sorry.
Yeah, and she was the only pony. And the tour guide said, "Hey, we don't want to discourage you, but we don't think this trail ride is right for a 7-year-old on a pony. There's some really big steep grades and cliffs and stuff we're going to have to traverse." And I was fully confident in Becca. We had rode every day for a year at that point. And I said, "Hey, if we run into any trouble, we'll just let that pony go first, and we'll be all right." And they said, "Okay, enough said." Well, that was just a joke to say that not only could she handle it, she could lead it, was what I was saying. But it ended up coming true twice on that trail ride. So they had a bunch of rainfall, and one of the trails that went right up beside a waterfall washed out. And they couldn't get up the trail. The erosion in the footprints of where they were supposed to ride had gotten too bad, and we had to pick a new route up the hill. And it was only like maybe 10 foot in elevation rise, but it was straight up and down for that 10 foot. And they had to find a way to pick up through there. Well, the first horse tried going up the spot that had washed out and fell backwards, and he didn't know what to do. So we were right behind him. I said, Becca said, "I think I see a way." I said, "Go ahead." And Thunder, just like a billy goat, he's half billy goat, he just took 1 foot at a time and crawled up that spot. And then this is like this with almost every obstacle. Once one horse does it, the other horses kind of know they can do it and then have that herd mentality to follow. So we all followed Becca up through there. About 2 hours later, to get back onto the gravel road that we wanted to get onto, we had to go through some private property, because that's kind of how it is in the National Forest. The private properties line the roads, and then the National Forest is off the road. Well, this guy had a junkyard, and to get through the entrance of his junkyard, meaning 100 old cars parked together, there was 2 parked real narrow, and there was a dog chained up. Actually, 2 dogs chained up, one on each side of the entrance to keep people from wanting to come in the entrance. There was about 4 feet between the dogs. Well, none of the horses would go through there because the dogs were just raising Cain. And I said, "Becca, take Thunder through there." And he just walked right through there like it was no big deal. He knew them dogs were on chains and couldn't get to him. And once he went through there, all the other horses followed. So somebody offered us like $4,000 for that pony at that trail ride. And this was, 10 years ago, where I hadn't, before, and people don't like to get political, but before Trump and the economy got good under Trump, the horses weren't that high. You couldn't sell a horse like that for $4,000 back then. Now every horse like that would bring, $4,000 or more, but that was huge money back then, and of course I turned it down. So let's.
That brought up a lot of questions. People wanting to know our story, but we might have to leave that for another time.
Oh, our story of how we fell in love?
Yeah.
Actually, that would have to be my whole testament, because it had a lot to do with faith and God and prayer and my religious awakening. That would take an hour to tell on its own. Walk up, bud. Get up. Oh, there's a present for you. Don't show that, Emily. Stay focused on me. That's it. We'll get a strike on YouTube. Improper content. Walk. Get up. We're just going to go down here and see the babies, and then we'll call it a day.
Yeah.
Walk up.
Almost an hour now.
Walk up. They'll want to see the babies, though. Get up, bud. What a good boy.
Good job, buddy. Where's Thunder now? He's out there in the pasture.
That was the one we were talking about.
I hardly see him.
Oh, yeah, we should have zoomed in. That was the black and white one that was in the pasture.
Yeah, you couldn't hardly see him.
Yeah, well,
we'll do a video sometime on him.
Yeah. Oh man, they're not down here. Where are they at? Maybe they're over this hill. Trot.
They've been back up by the ponies.
Trot. Oliver, trot, bud.
been quite a few people asking when we're going to get a Clydesdale for Oliver, a mare.
Well, if you guys want me to get a Clydesdale mare, we're going to the National Clydesdale sale again, April 18th.
Oh yeah, that's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, so...
Ask if they can hear us.
Can you hear us? We lost connection for a second.
We'll have to stop and end it.
Can you hear us? Do you see us? Yep. Okay.
That was weird. We lost connection for a minute.
We lost connection where we
know out here.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to that sale the 18th of April, and if y'all want us to get a Clydesdale mare so we can work as a team and raise Clydesdale babies, one of you rich benefactors will need to meet us there and buy us one, because we're broke.
Well, and more than that, it's just getting a place set up for another Clydesdale. So,
yeah.
I mean, they're just
the infrastructure
totally
and how much they eat is so much different. Okay, watch this turn. I'm really proud of how good he's getting at this.
I'd say turn him and then let's just end it.
Yeah.
We have signal.
Okay. Away. 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 Look at them feet cross over, front and back. Away. Away. Oh my. I mean, that is so awesome. He is so awesome at that.
Here comes all his babies.
And he actually is way better at doing it to the right than left. So that was his offside, and he still did that great.
Here comes everybody.
Yeah. So I'll stop him right here, and we'll both get off and show all the horses for the ending. Okay. Whoa.
Oh, buddy.
Let you get off first. Stand. Who? Okay, come on, girls.
Here comes everybody. Oh, they can't hear me after that.
Come on, horses. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Come on. Come on, girls. You guys will get to see Olivia, I know, is one that you're going to be very interested in seeing. And then I know you like the babies most of all. So, right here, closest to the right, coming up to see Emery, is Champ. So he's the stud colt that I was talking about turning in with Patty. He'll be 2 here in just a couple months. And so that, a lot of people will say, why would you breed one that young? Well, I know his pedigree is perfect for her cross. But then also, you turn a 2-year-old, hush, you turn a 2-year-old stallion in with a 20-year-old mare, and he is going to learn respect. He is going to learn consent, and it will make it a lot safer for you to train him and break him to ride as around mares. So other people will think that's the opposite. It'll drive him out of his mind, and his hormones will get away from him, and he'll be dangerous as a stallion. My opinion, it's the exact opposite. You pasture breed a young stud like this with one good old mare in a dry lot, and he will learn respect, consent, and to behave himself. So it's a good thing. I wouldn't want to breed him to a bunch, but if he can get Patty settled, that'll be enough for this year. Another year or 2 from now, I'll breed him to a couple more mares, and his baby will not be for sale. It'll be one that I will try to show and see the quality. And if it's a filly, it will stay with us forever.
Okay, tell them which baby I'm touching.
Okay, that is Rain. There's Magnolia. There's Happy. Then Lakota, and then Lakota is the one with the blaze. And then in the back is Legacy.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we're starting to lose people. So let's show them these mares.
Okay, here's the mares. There's Lady, the one that we're training to ride right now. Yeah, there's Boots. That is Bob's firstborn, Boots is. And his real name is actually Missing a Boot because he's got 3 white stockings instead of 4. And then over there, go over and show them Olivia, because that's the one they care the most about. All right, at this point. Oh, all the babies just took off running, and that can be, that can be dangerous with Oliver. But Oliver handled Oliver handled it great. Okay, thanks for watching. What do we have upcoming that we want to tell them about? Anything that we're editing yet?
Well, we have the auction video we took, and we're going to talk about our French channel.
Okay, we have a auction video that we're going to be putting out probably next weekend or this week sometime. Yeah. So we're editing it right now. We've got a friend that is kind of inspired to start her own YouTube channel, so we're going to introduce that to you. So just turn on your notifications and hit subscribe. Thanks for coming with us today, and God bless.